hear the exploits of Herschel Walker, Reggie Collier, George Allen, and the rest of the new USFL, this is Bob Buck of ABC Radio Sports inviting you to stay tuned to this station, your spot in town for the United States Football League.
The Philadelphia Stars travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Bandits. Game time, 6:45 Saturday night on your USFL station, 56 WHBQ.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beat goes on.
WHBQ, Memphis.
That was a big one, 1956.
The large Chuck Berry.
Yes, and little Johnny B. Good.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ward.
Good afternoon, Mr. Scalzi. Glad to be here.
Welcome back to WHBQ. You haven't been here in about 3 hours.
Yes, the Pig and Whistle closed down a little while ago, but I managed to come back by.
For anybody who is just turning on the radio right now, what Alex and I will be doing for the next 4 hours, and we'd like to thank the general manager of WHBQ, Ron Thompson, for his permission to do this show this afternoon. We're going to be doing a special tribute to the heritage of WHBQ. This is not in any way, shape, or form, and I would like to say this at the beginning, this is not an end to WHBQ. This is sort of a tribute to what has been and now is what is going to happen.
Right.
WHBQ, and we're sort of, Alex and I have the austere responsibility of being responsible for the transition. We're sort of the Jimmy Carter of WHBQ today. Here we are.
It's a big responsibility, too, because we got names like Wink Martindale, Jack Parnell, Rick Dees, so many of the people in the history of Q, and the responsibility on the shoulders. I've been working on it for a week and a half, just dubbing things, getting things together. It's going to be an exciting show.
Oh, yeah. We're going to put this one down for the books.
Why don't we go back to 1974? A group came out with a song called Reunion, and it was rock, Life is a Rock, but the Radio Rolled Me. And if you can understand this guy's words in here, I think you'll pick up on the entire history of rock and roll, wouldn't you say?
I think so.
Yeah. That was the wrong button. That happens in radio, you know.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
I'm glad I made a mistake first.
BB Bumble and the Stingers, Captain try to leave me fishing, swimming, crossing multiple.
You used to be able to talk that fast on the radio, didn't you, many years ago?
At one time, yes. I think we're getting a little feedback. You can turn the phones down over there.
Okay, sorry about that.
Wonderful now.
That's what happens when you buy those cheap headsets, Alex.
Yes, I know. That was Reunion and Life is a Rock, Radio Roll Me, and we got a lot more memories to play in a little bit, like this guy that was on the air here about 76, 77. His name was Dickey Doo Edwards. I'm sure somebody out there remembers him.
He did nights, I understand. At
6 till 9, I believe.
6 till 9. That was in the good old days when you had 3-hour air shifts.
Yeah, you'd come on 6 to 9 in the morning, 9 to noon, noon to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 till midnight. Then one guy got midnight till 6 every time.
Right. That was the days before they had budgets, of course, at radio stations.
And now you get to be on all day, don't you, Rusty?
But anyway, so let's go for it.
Okay, Dickey Doo.
WHBQ.
8 o'clock. The doo-doo. Dickey Doo Edwards. The spinners. WHBQ. Dickey Doo Edwards. And the one, the only, his craziness, Mr. Rick Dees. Every morning at 6 from 56. HBQ. Yeah, it's funny. Everybody really thinks he has to work so hard to be so funny every morning. Of course, the truth of the matter is he lost his mind when a butterfly kicked him in the head last week. WHBQ. Hey, Arlington. The Q means a whole bunch more music. And it's just for you. Dickey Doo Edwards. And Miss Stevie Wonder. How wish. Currently in Memphis, even as we speak, it is... look out, it's 53. Oh, no. We got... Rose request line lady is here, in case you hadn't heard. Hello, Rose. What have you got for us?
I have a new hot flash.
You got a hot flash, Rose?
Yes.
You sure you got a hot flash here?
Yes.
Well, what is it?
You know what?
I'm listening.
They're going to make everybody in Plains, Georgia eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for Thanksgiving.
Really and truly? Tell us why.
Seems I forgot they sent the turkey to Washington.
Oh, was that the hot flash, Rose?
That's it.
That was the whole thing?
That's it.
That was your hot flash?
That's my hot flash.
Well, if you have another one, see me after work.
You are the reason we do what we do.
10 o'clock, and Sheila...
6:62, it's Sherry Baby at WHBQ, and I have somebody on the side over here with me that used to be on the air here in the afternoon drive and several other air shifts at WHBQ back in about 63 through about 68 or 9. Harry Chapman. Harry, welcome to the Q one more time.
Thank you, Alex. Good pleasure to be here.
And one of your favorite lines you used to use on the Q was the identification spot where we were on the dial.
I don't remember it anymore.
Sure you do, Harry.
Now you tell me.
Push button 1.
Oh, that one. Okay.
And you used to call people music lover?
Yes, indeed. There's still some out there, I understand.
Uh-huh, there are. And what you doing now, Harry?
Well, I'm in real estate with Poplar Pike, selling people their dream homes and rental property and things like that.
And you rocked and rolled back here during the 60s.
Yeah, started here in 64 when I moved from the other place.
Uh-huh.
And I was up through here through 69.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And enjoyed playing all the hits and everything.
Yeah.
How about
to like it?
How about bringing on Elvis next?
Which one?
1956. Don't be cruel.
Hit the button.
There I go again. You like that, Harry?
It's good.
Yeah, I know. My production is really good.
You know I can be fine, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
Well, he was a tall guy, that Harry Chapman, wasn't he?
Harry Chapman.
Did I say Harry Chapman?
Yeah, a lot of people confuse him for that.
Yes, I would hate to do that because Harry Chapman is dead, and I don't want to. Harry Chapman obviously was not dead.
That's right. Very much alive. And he was a funny guy on the Q. He used to have the same kind of humor you did, kind of dry and witty and everything.
And stupid and sick. Did it get him into trouble a lot with the general manager?
He's not on the air anymore here.
No, neither am I.
Speaking of jocks and everything, back in the 50s and 60s, they had jingles for the jocks that identified them when they came on the air.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a DJ here named Ron Maroney that was very popular in the early 60s. In fact, he took over a dance party from Martindale when Martindale went out to the coast. And
where's Maroney now?
Understand he's in Baltimore selling buns or something.
Owns an Italian restaurant named Maronie's, just like Martindale.
Okay.
You wanted to hit this?
Yeah. Why don't we do that? And afterwards, we got a little fun thing from old favorite of ours, Rick Dees.
Ah, yes.
Stick around.
Run, Maroney on cue. Run, Maroney on cue.
Rick Dees in the AM.
Oh, no.
WHBQ.
Well, yes. It is 19 until 8 o'clock, still 48 degrees. Donald, the disco duck is in here with us this morning. What is it?
Party the other night, WHBQ. All the ladies were treating me right. 56 and you.
56 HBQ, keep on rocking it, baby. Steve Miller and the band and Rick Dees in the morning. It's 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Do expect a high today of 68 degrees. Overnight low down to, 49? And now it's 48 at WHBQ. Terrence McKeever, I didn't want you to... 51. It's up to 51 now.
Uh-huh. Well, that certainly was Rick Dees, and it's number one in what year was that?
76.
76.
Yeah,
what was the story? He was working over at we can say MPS now because they're not.
They
MPS
are not even around anymore.
Now KDJ.
And
all right.
While he was over there, they wouldn't let him play the record.
Uh-huh.
And it was like number one nationwide. He could not play the record, and they picked him up over here at Q, and he couldn't work here for like 6 weeks or something after the contract expired and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, immediately when he left, they started playing the song over here.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is Mike Scalzi with my good buddy Alex Ward, and we're doing a special tribute to the history and heritage of 56 WHBQ as we head on back to 1963. Remember then?
Yeah, 17 after 4 now.
Remember.
Rock and roll.
Girls, huh?
Yeah, 63. Rocking around out here.
Yeah, we remember then. Hey, it's 4:19 at 56 WHBQ. Special Mike Scalzi, Alex Ward, two-man edition this afternoon, doing a little tribute to WHBQ. And I have to say one thing right up front here, and that is that my incredible thanks go to Alex Ward and our production director, Don Lawler, and a bunch of other people, but especially you, Alex, for putting together all these old air checks and jingles and stuff. They're all kind of neat.
Yeah, it shows the excitement and the fun that radio was.
Who do we have coming up?
Well, let's see. We got something from Bob Landree, who was around. He used to do a saloon salute. So we're going to have that in just a few minutes.
All right. 4:20 right now. Let's check in with Jim Jaggers.
Good afternoon. I'm Jim Jaggers from the Weather Center. Here's today's forecast. Mostly cloudy, a 30% chance of catching a scattered thunder shower. High temperature 79. Still mostly cloudy for tonight. A 30% chance of thunder showers at a low of 63. Mostly cloudy tomorrow. Still a 30% chance of a scattered thunder shower at a high temperature of 80. I'm Jim Jaggers for 56 WHBQ.
And in Memphis right now, it's partly sunny, 78 degrees.
The most refreshing way to make the most of every day. And wherever you go and whatever you do, there's something big waiting for me and you. Coke is it, the biggest taste you've ever found. Coke is it, the one that never lets you down. Coke is it, the most refreshing taste around. Coke is it.
It'll be from 11 till 3 Saturday. At Giant Food Stores, get a Brian Juicy Jumbo Hot Dog on a Wonder Bun and a Coke for only 25 cents. Grocery specials include Coca-Cola products, 6-packs, just $1.29. Get Wonder Bread for only 79 cents. Get Twinkie snack cakes, 4 for $1. It'll be 11 till 3 Saturday at Giant Food Stores, Raleigh, Winchester, White Station, 3rd Street South, and Elvis Presley Boulevard.
Giant supermarkets remind you that it's the little things that make us giant.
Well, hello. I just love to check out your register. You're such an interesting person to talk to. Be careful now. Don't squeeze my buns. Oh, have you ever tried these cookies? I just love them, and Giant seems to be the only place in town that has them. Of course, you all have so many different kinds of everything. Today, I almost got lost in the fruit. Now, be careful with my pot roast. You know, my husband just loves meat and potatoes, and your meat is so tender it just cuts itself. Oh, here are my empty bottles. Well, looky here. You're going to give me cash. $1.89. You know, some people give out little tokens. Well, he's going to take my groceries out to my car again. See you next week. Nice talking to you.
Giant supermarkets. It's the little things that make us giant.
Wonderful Radio, WHBQ, Radio 56.
Right now, you can get a heck of a deal on one heck of a hunk of a truck. Because Datsun dealers deliver. Whitehaven, Pat Patterson, and Jim Karras Datsun have 83.5 Nissan trucks from Datsun and 9.9 APR financing on all Datsun trucks. King Cab, 4x4s and long beds, deluxe, standard, MPG, and sport trucks. From street cruising two-wheel to off-road and four-wheel drive. High gas mileage and low notes. Datsun dealers deliver.
Make no plans for this Friday or Friday night, except for the French Riviera Spa. No Johnny Carson, no Hawaii 5-0. Just the French Riviera Spa's midnight sale. This Friday only. From 9 a.m. this Friday through midnight. 6-month memberships go on sale at just $69. 6 months, $69 to take you through May, June, July, August, September, and October. No other money to pay, no other obligation. The French Riviera Spa's midnight sale, 6 months, $69. This Friday only. Midnight madness at all 4 locations.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Here we are learning to work the equipment once again, ladies. A two-man show is really strange, especially when you have both guys going, no, it's okay, I'll do this. No, let me. No, let me do this.
We're both used to doing it, and neither one of us are doing it.
That's right.
We promised you a little Bob Landree. He was here, 76, 77 era, something like that. And here is his saloon salute.
A very important announcement.
WHBQ with Elvin Bishop. And serially now, that's fooled around, fell in love. And this is Bob Landree at 516. The Q crew is beginning to enter the studio here for... Stop playing with that doorbell, would you? You don't have to knock. Just open the door and come on in. Come on in. All right. You close the door. You close the door on everybody. Open the door. Stop playing with that doorbell. Get everybody in. Janice Gordon's filing into Dickey Doo Edwards. Robert, I'm here. Dr. John. Carter Davis, the off-mic announcer. Oh, Ronald retiree, Mr. Storytime Teller, all here. We're going. Would you stop playing with that door? All right, come on now. We're gonna salute a saloon, a local saloon, and Janice Gordon. It's time for Salute My Saloon. Would you stop knocking on the door? Please, stop. No, I'm not going to win. Oh, that's a funny-sounding window there. Anyway, leave the doorbell alone. Okay, let's salute a saloon here. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do it right after this important commercial message.
The Q Crew basketball team is hitting the road. That's right, sports fans.
We should mention exactly what some of this stuff is here. These are called air checks, by the way, and they're things that people in radio refer to as air checks because they've taken out all the music, and these are just funny different bits of different people. And then there's a second part to this Bob Landree thing, right?
Right. Here comes the salute itself. Here we go.
See you in Hall, sports fans, on Saturday night. Game time is 7 o'clock.
Q Crew, go Q Crew, go! Right on. Go Q Crew, go. Well, we're all in here. Tune up your whistles, everybody. Now, let me say this about that. We're going to salute a saloon, and before I tell you who it is, let me tell you how you can have your saloon saluted. You know, the one that you go to, every night or every Friday night or whatever. All you have to do is just grab a postcard and put down the name of your saloon, and put down the name of the barkeep of the saloon, your name, and send it to WHBQ Radio 485. What is it? 45
South Island.
Memphis 38111. Leave that doorbell alone for crying out loud. All right, we got everybody here.
See somebody wants to come in.
Carter Davis.
And his lovely wife.
And his lovely lady is here, and we're going to salute now. Uncle Ernie's. We're so starved. No, it's Uncle Albert. Let him in. Let him in. Uncle Ernie. No, that's... Wait a minute. Now, this is Uncle Ernie's. We've got a special pre-recorded message from Uncle Ernie's. A moment of silence. Okay, here it is, yeah.
Hello, this is Pat at Uncle Ernie's on Southern. We'd like for y'all to come down, and thanks for saluting us.
All right, we are going to salute you now. Time for Salute by Saloon. Uncle Ernie's. Here we go. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it at Uncle Ernie's. And when we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven there is no beer.
I think that could go on forever, right?
Yes, and it probably will.
How many people were in that studio?
Oh, it sounds like a cast of thousands to me.
At least as many as around here looking at us and here doing this.
Do you mind if I do this line one more time?
One more time. Go ahead.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the story of a midget at a smorgasbord. This is... I can't help myself.
56 WHBQ Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Things are looking fine. The 65.
More tops, huh?
Motown.
Yeah. I'm looking for music here. That's what Alex has me in charge of. How about Hot Diggity Dog by Perry?
No, I told you to put that one back.
Allegheny Moon by Patty Payne.
No, go away.
How come we never played these songs?
Get some rock and roll in here.
Some rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
I'm going to play a little air check here of Skip Wilkerson, who was a morning man here at Q from about 66 through about 1970. And Skip was the kind of jock that never, ever made a mistake. When they bring in a new format change, like we'd play the jingles here and here instead of here and there, and you can't talk after this and all that, the program director at the time said, okay, we're going to initiate it in the morning at 6. Everybody get up and listen to Skip's show, and then you'll know how to do it.
Did you ever notice that any format change always started Monday morning at 6 o'clock?
Exactly.
Which was so horrible, because you got a guy coming in after a long weekend taking non-prescription chemicals and stuff, and he's walking in, and he has to do a whole new format. Nobody knows what the heck's going on.
Did you get a good record? Okay, you got a good.
Is that one okay?
Yeah, that one passes. Okay, Skip Wilkerson first in the Turbans at the Q.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Skip Wilkerson.
WHBQ Memphis.
Dancing around to 55, and when you dance, the Turbans, and Skip Wilkerson kind of got away from us, but...
yeah, you screwed up, Alex. I want to mention that on the radio, but Alex messed up. He was supposed to play a Skip Wilkerson...
Good.
Air check, and he didn't, so did you want to... What year is this from?
1969.
So this is really Skip Wilkerson.
Yeah, honest to goodness.
Okay.
69, here we go.
April 30th, 1960. Now, when you keep it on the Big 56s, we put $1 million worth of weekend music on you. That's it from Charlie Rich on the Skip Wilkerson Show, 6:50 now at WHBQ.
Presenting
The Schlitz Brewing Company, Milwaukee, and other great cities.
Now radio, WHBQ.
6:51 at the Big 56, putting our money where our music is and giving you the chance to spin and win, starting tomorrow.
That's Skip Wilkerson.
That certainly was.
Yeah.
All 34 seconds of him there.
Well, we got a lot of people to get in here.
Did you know that in looking through some of the old files that WHBQ was not only the first station in the entire world to play an Elvis song, and of course we'll be getting to a few Elvis songs later on.
Definitely.
But WHBQ is the very first station in the entire Mid-South to play a Beatles song.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And I was here.
Were you
That's
here?
right. They call it 56 WH Beatle Q.
Where have I heard that before?
I don't know. Boy, I remember the first time I heard that record, I was so excited. What is this? It's
How
neat.
old were you when you first heard that song,
Let's not talk
Alex?
about it. 1964, the official WHBQ Big 56 survey, and I brought a couple along here. Now, this is January 64 on the 17th. Number one song in the nation, I guess, was Surfing Bird by the Trashmen.
I know everybody heard about the bird, but
And
awful, right?
there's nothing else on here that, has anything to say about Beatles except number 36. First week on the chart, I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving up 1 week to January 24th, what's number one, Mike?
Well, I hold in my hand the WHBQ official Big 56 survey from January 24th. 1 week later, in 1964, the Beatles hold down the number one position, moving up from number 36. And look at this. New albums in the big time, number one album, January 24th, 64, Meet the Beatles, by the Beatles, of course.
And on the back of the ad, Now They Are Here, a new Capitol album, Meet the Beatles, and it's got the picture of them there.
Do you remember how exciting that whole time was? Gosh, I was just a baby disc jockey,
right,
and I was just so excited by the Beatles, and and I kept on asking my mother. I said, "Can I keep my hair long?" As she was taking her shears and going.
But did she take you to the supermarket or whatever that sold the Beatle wigs? Remember that? For like $4.95, you got this black, looked like a mop, and you put it on your head and hey.
No, in New York, Alex, those were mops.
Oh.
We didn't have Beatle wigs or anything like that. Anyway, it's 4:39. This is Mike Scalzi with my good buddy Alex Ward doing a special tribute to WHBQ, and we'll be right back with some more fun stuff right after this. Here.
There's more to us than meets the eye. It's a rainbow world falling from the sky. United Paint has a lot to say, so color your life in a beautiful way. United Paint, you're living in a rainbow world.
Spring is here, and now's the time to fix up and paint your home. For all your exterior and interior painting needs, United Paint has the right product for you. United Paint has everything you need for decorating your windows and lots of new ideas for wall coverings. Remember, for all your decorating needs, shop United Paint stores, 7 locations to serve you, and don't forget the Raleigh and Hickory Hill locations.
United Paint, you're living in a rainbow world.
Exciting college and professional sports. The best movies from Hollywood. Award-winning children's programming. Special features. They're all yours, 24 hours a day. From WGN, the Chicago Super Channel. When it comes to great entertainment for the whole family, there's only one place to set your television dial. On WGN, the Chicago Super Channel. Consult your local cable television company or cable directory for specific programming information.
One more time, Oliver C. Reed here. On the new WHBQ. Well, it'll be new tomorrow, Friday, April 29th. And in case anybody asks, I'll be on the air talking with you and listening, underline listening, every day, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until about lunchtime, 12 noon. I hope you'll tell somebody about it if you like it. I think you will. The new WHBQ, News Talk Radio 56. Oliver C. Reed, 9 a.m., 12 noon. I look forward to it.
WHBQ Talk Radio 56 debuting tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock right here on the radio. And standing next to us this afternoon is a gentleman that the only reason why I wanted to get him in here is because he is going to still be part of WHBQ, as he has been a big part of WHBQ radio for, at least the past year and a half, right? Ever since we got rid of Al Archer, because you work cheaper, and a big part of WHBQ Channel 13 too, Jim Jaggers. And Jim, what can I say? It's been a real pleasure working with you. We appreciate it.
With you guys, too.
I've never worked with a guy with, you can use that microphone right there.
This microphone over here?
He can't relate to it unless there's a cord
I just
through his
talk into my
pants.
tie, and I don't have to lean any place.
I just feel honored because I haven't had a chance to work with many people that wear makeup since I left New York. but it's nice to be back with your kind of it.
Thanks a lot.
I see a pimple.
A few scars are hidden. Yes. It's been great working with you, and it'll be nice working for the new 56 WHBQ.
Yeah, they have some good people coming in, some real good people from around the country. It should be real exciting. One of the guys that I'm excited about, who's going to be taking over this shift, as a matter of fact, and I couldn't ask for anybody better, is a gentleman named Bill Steensland, who is from I think WLAC in Nashville. Yeah, and he's real good. So that should be an exciting show. I can't wait to hear him.
Yeah, it's looking forward to working with everybody, but I hate to see, the music go. I'm a music kind of guy,
Yeah, you are a music kind of guy.
I used to do the oldies, back in Lansing, Michigan, when I was going to college.
I knew this was going to happen. Jaggers gets on right away.
Dear Mom.
It's a cut. And then he comes around the next day and he goes, "My wife heard me."
Well, he's in the big time now, guy.
Yeah.
And she's down in Overton Square selling air checks of Jaggers on the radio. It's just really sad.
Those are pictures,
But anyway, Jim, in all seriousness, before we throw you out here, we enjoyed it.
Thank you so much,
And
Mike.
it's nice to have friends like you in Memphis. And we wish you good luck, continued success.
You too.
Good.
You too.
Now let's go back. Here's Tony Maddox, former Q jock here at the Q.
WHBQ Memphis. It's 9 o'clock. This is Tony Maddox, sunny side up. Had my breakfast meal this morning. Breakfast to me is the best meal of the day. This morning I had my usual breakfast. For starters, Carnation Instant Imitation Strawberry Flavored Drink. Then Golden Brown Vitamin Fortified Frozen Waffles. Dripping with S&W Nutri-Diet Artificially Sweetened Low-Calorie Imitation Maple Syrup. Yes, I break my fast, ladies and gentlemen, with the best meal of the day. And now for some freeze-dried coffee, of course. Caffeine-free, too. Hey. WHBQ, this is Tony Maddox taking care of business. Look at me. I'm going to tear the roof off this sucker here. Look out. WHBQ. Well, the Memphis Blues got knocked out of a doubleheader last night, losing both games to Tidewater and extending their losing streak to 4 games. Blues have had some trouble with injuries and whatnot lately, but I suspect they'll put it all together in time because I have faith in the Memphis Blues.
WHBQ Radio 56. Whoopee. Hey, pretty baby.
449 at WHBQ. And
that's one of my favorite songs.
And I have somebody over here that was a Q jock about a year and a half ago for several years, Don Roberts. Welcome back to the Q.
As a matter of fact, let's see, how long's it been? 8 months, 10 days, 2 hours and 14 minutes, but who's counting?
I see.
This is really strange.
On the air again?
Even all the little needles look strange.
Yeah.
Even you look strange. I haven't seen you in a while.
Thank you very much, Don.
As long as we are delving back into the history of this radio station, let's see how far you can remember back to about 69 or 70 when I used to come up here when you were doing... what shift you were doing there? No, you were on midnight to 6 then?
No, that was 71.
71. Yeah. Okay, this was before then. In the afternoons, I used to come up and bug you wanting to get on the radio.
Right.
Who wouldn't let me?
I wouldn't.
That's true.
He used to stand in the little window, and we do have a little window over here in the studio. And Jack Parnell had that window put in 20 years ago, in fact, when they built this building. There were no windows. And he said, how are we going to know when it's raining? And so he fought with the architect. He was the program director at the time, and they fought, and finally they conceded this little bitty window. It's about 5 inches wide. It's about 1.5 feet tall. And
you can't get through it.
No, there's no way to get through it. But GK used to get paranoid about it, afraid people would come and shoot him or look in the window at him or something. He put a little board up in front of the thing. But that's what that little square block is. It's to enable Jack Parnell to see if it's raining outside. And one day I looked up and a dog was out there and it scared me to death. A great big St. Bernard was going in the window.
Yeah, when I was 15, 16 years old, I used to come by and hold up little signs in the window. Do you think they ever paid attention?
No.
No
need.
Let's play another song. Back in 1960, this is Billy Bland.
And let the little girl dance.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
That's Billy Bland from 1960, number one song of that year at 7 before 5 o'clock. Here, the last musical day for the Q. Looking forward to the new format going into 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And what else is going on this afternoon, Alex?
Well, we got a lot of tribute coming up to WHBQ's music heritage. We've got Dewey Phillips coming up later on, some more Rick Dees, Scotty Seagraves, who was a PD back here about 69, this program director, all kinds of stuff. So just stick around here to WHBQ. We're going to be tributing all the way up until 8 o'clock.
Very good. Another song?
No, we got time to make a little
Let's pay
money.
some bills.
Yeah, 6 minutes before 5 now.
Spring has arrived at Homer Skelton's, Covington Pike Toyota, and Isuzu with some great deals blooming. You'll lift your spirits when you buy a new Toyota or Isuzu at a low supermarket price from Covington Pike Toyota and Isuzu. The small car and truck supermarket that sells more new and used cars and trucks, so you save more. Go in and pick for yourself a beautiful springtime deal while they're blooming at Homer Skelton's, Covington Pike Toyota and Isuzu, the small car and truck supermarket.
Discover a Memphis with fresh air, lower taxes, low-cost TVA power and natural gas. Country living, minutes from the heart of town. A whole new side of Memphis. Eastover, a residential development offering tennis, swimming, a clubhouse, and more. Lots are still available, so come to our open house this weekend. Visit 5 model homes and register for a free TV, microwave, and stoneware set. Eastover, Highway 78 at Goodman Road near Olive Branch, the new side of Memphis.
When you're in the workshop, check your electrical cords regularly to make sure insulation isn't cut or frayed, especially lawnmower and trimmer cords you drag across rocks. And don't run extension cords under rugs. Memphis Light Gas and Water doesn't want you to get the shock of your life. Call us for free safety booklets.
Anyway, what happened is we was out there in the surf down at Daytona Beach, body surfing. Right. And we saw this, well, I saw this girl in this kind of white bathing suit, two-piece, looked like a string bikini. And these waves this time of the year are real high, you know.
High waves, okay.
High waves. So they come up there and we was body surfing. I looked over and good gracious.
What?
A wave knocked the top of her two-piece bathing suit off.
Oh,
I had
no.
idea.
When did it happen?
Well, it was about 4 in the afternoon. And I couldn't believe it. And Waylon didn't quite see what had happened because he was body surfing.
Yeah.
Well, she commenced putting her arms up around her chest, trying to hide herself like any lady would do.
Right.
And Waylon saw what was going on then. He was in the bag, but we had about 7 Singapore slings. He goes stumbling up through the surf to her and saw that she was covering herself up. And he said, listen here, lady, if you're going to be drowned in them 2 puppies, I think I'd like the one with the pink nose.
Oh, no.
That's Rick Dees in the morning. Craziness at WHBQ. Rock and roll now. 3.5 before 5.
I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking.
56 WHBQ, and I'm walking. Gee, that thing with Dees really brought me back a little bit. And we got some more Rick Dees. We got more other people, too, coming up here. Memories from the past here at WHBQ.
Where's Jack?
Where's Jack Parnell?
I love Jack
He's
Parnell.
coming
One of
around.
my favorites.
Good, Don. Just
one of my favorites.
Hang on.
One of yours, too.
Yes, he is. Nice guy, real nice guy. And he's coming by a little bit later on. Dave Brown is coming by, and several other former Q jocks that are still around the Memphis area. So stick around to 56 HBQ on our tribute at 4:58.
Wherever people talk about the news, they're talking about us. Action News 5.
All of the shows I like to watch are on Channel 5, and when 10 o'clock comes, it stays there on Channel 5.
But it seemed more calm, more relaxed. And, in other words, they look like they know what they're doing.
I just think Channel 5 gives everything more clear, and we're used to that channel.
Find out why people are talking about us. Watch Action News 5.
Get the real deal. The Regal deal. Regal Oldsmobile.
I got a real deal from Regal on the 98 Regency sedan. I need a big car so we can all go to Mud Island together. Me, Bob and Carol, Ted and Alice, usual gang, sometimes Ernie.
It's the real deal. The Regal deal. Regal Oldsmobile.
850 Poplar Medical Center.
Let's talk about tires for 60 seconds. Most tires are round with a hole in the middle. Some cost a lot of money and some are real cheap. And you can buy them from any number of dealers. So what do you do the next time you need tires or service for your car?